Good morning, it's story time. Let's read Peter and the Rooster. It's an Easter story and it's by the Lost Sheep. And the author is Andrew McDonagh. This is brave Peter. You can tell that Peter is brave because he has tattoo. And not a sticker tattoo that washes off in the bath, but a real tattoo. Peter must be brave. I think it's a good idea to get a tattoo. They hurt. These are chickens. Well, that's a chicken. That's a rooster. Chickens do not have tattoos. See? No tattoos. No tattoos. Peter is a fisherman. He sails in dangerous storms and catches dangerous fish. Peter must be brave. Look at that big fish. Chickens do not have dangerous jobs. Have you ever heard of a fisher chicken? You ever fisher chicken? I've never heard of a fisher chicken. The hen's job is to lay eggs. There she goes. She's laying an egg. The rooster's job is to wake everyone up in the morning going cock-a-doodle-doo. And they do that well. They do that very well. While Peter's real name is Simon, which is very nice name, his friends call him Peter, which means the rock. Rocks are tough, so Peter must be brave. See, there's his birth certificate. It says Simon. Chickens have names like Speckle or Chooky Chook. Speckle and Chooky Chook are not tough names. So that one says the rooster's name is Chooky Chook and the chicken's name is Speckle. Not names that I have for my chickens. I've got Red Rooster and Jonathan's got Becky. So you would probably think Peter is always brave, has never been scared, and is definitely not a chicken. He looks big, brave and strong, doesn't he? And if you think you could never be brave like Peter, then listen closely as Peter and the rooster tell their story. It was the last dinner time when Jesus sat down with his friends. Tonight, said Jesus, I will be arrested and you will all run away. Having dinner? And they're all going to run away. Peter looks aghast, doesn't he? Oh, no. I will never run away, said John. I will stick with you to the end, said James. I will die for you, said Peter. They look very resolute. I wonder what's going to happen. Peter, said Jesus, before the rooster crows, you will deny that you are my friend. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. Never, cried Peter. I'm brave. I'm not scared. And I'm definitely not a chicken. Oh, dear. Later that night, as they prayed in the garden, they're all sleeping, aren't they? They don't look like they're praying at all. They're sleeping. Jesus is praying. Soldiers arrested Jesus. Oh, no. They're all woken up now. John ran away. James ran away. But was Peter brave? Was Peter scared? Was Peter a chicken? He drew his sword. He drew his sword. Look at that sword. And swoosh. And then he ran away. The soldiers took Jesus to the house of the high priest. But Peter was brave. He was not a chicken, and he followed after them, hiding behind a tree. Ah, dear, hiding behind a tree. "Halt! Who goes there?" asked the girl guarding the gate. "Are you a follower of Jesus?" "No," said Peter. "Jesus is not my friend." "Is Jesus your friend?" Once inside, Peter joined a group huddled around a fire. Huddled around a fire, trying to keep warm. "Something smells fishy. Are you one of those fishermen who followed Jesus?" "No, no," said Peter. "I've never been fishing in my life. Jesus is not my friend." Oh, there you go. That's the second time. "Didn't I see you in the garden with a sword? You're a follower of Jesus." "No, no," yelled Peter. "Jesus is not my friend." See what the rooster's doing. Cock-a-doodle-doo! Then the rooster crowed. Cock-a-doodle-doo! And Jesus looked at his friend Peter. Oh, Peter doesn't look very happy, does he? And Peter ran out the gate and cried and cried and cried. Oh, Peter. You see all the tears? Lots of tears. What a sad story. Then how did Peter change from being a chicken to being a brave friend of Jesus? Well, that is another story. I'll have to do that one another time. Right, in Luke 22, verses 54 to 62, it says, "Jesus was arrested and led away to the house of the high priest, which Peter followed at a distance. Some people built a fire in the middle of the courtyard and were sitting around it. Peter sat there with them, and a servant girl saw him. Then after she had looked at him carefully, she said, 'This man was with Jesus.' Peter said, 'Woman, I don't even know that man.' A little later, someone else saw Peter and said, 'You're one of them.' 'No, I'm not,' Peter replied. About an hour later, another man insisted, 'This man must have been with Jesus. They both came from Galilee.' And Peter replied, 'I do not know what you are talking about.' Right then, while Peter was still speaking, a rooster crowed. The Lord turned and looked at Peter, and Peter remembered that the Lord had said, 'Before the rooster crows tomorrow morning, you will say 3 times that you do not know me.' Then Peter went out and cried hard." It's okay to be sad sometimes. Oh, I see the rooster fishing. He's caught a big swordfish. There's lots of books in the Lost Sheep collection. We read Dave the Donkey yesterday. Where is it? Dave the Donkey. So you can go to lostsheep.com.au. I'll leave a link down below. I hope you enjoyed the story. Bless you.